What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of The Experience. Now, this is a series where I take one fragrance or fragrance layer and break it down so that it can forever be broke and give you guys my wearing experience so you can determine if this fragrance is good for you or not. Now, I'm excited to bring this one to you guys today. Today, we are talking about a very special fragrance of mine that I absolutely love wearing, based on the notes of pineapple and rose, and that's coming from the house of Kajal Paris, and this fragrance is Lamar from Kajal Paris. Now, Kajal, of course, is based out of Paris, France, and this house does fragrances that are very, very sensual, leaning, in my opinion, on the feminine side. Now, they developed Lamar in 2020, and the perfumer behind this one is Mark Buxton. Other than his own brand of Mark Buxton, he also develops for Comme des Garçons and also House of Sillage. But today we're talking about the ever regal Lamar. Now, according to the house, Lamar stands for light, and it also means liquid gold. It is supposed to reflect a sunset and all of the mesmerizing traits that come with it. Now, Lamar features a heavy-hitting note breakdown, starting with the opener of pineapple, red berries, apple, cardamom, and coriander. In the middle is where you get a heavy rose, magnolia, and jasmine sambac. In the base, you get a musk, vanilla, and amber, cashmere wood, cedar, and moss. But what that adds up to, guys, is a beautiful pineapple, rose, slightly powdery, very fruity fragrance. And it is beast mode. This fragrance is very strong. It is pineapple done a whole completely different way. Need I say, this is one of my go-tos for this time of year, going all the way through summer. And I just had to present this to you guys. I know other reviewers have probably reviewed this one over the last 3 years, but I had to break this down and give it to you guys because it is gonna make probably every list of mine for the warm seasons down here in Texas. So what you're gonna get on this, guys, when you first spray it on, or what I get when I first spray it on, is a blast of that rose. What's set to be in the heart actually comes through for me on the top note almost immediately. So I'm getting a more Bulgarian rose, what I know to be a Bulgarian rose, and that pineapple. The pineapple plays a backdrop though. This is a fruity rose with a bed of slight thin pineapple, and that carries me through to the heart. In the heart, it starts to get a little bit powdery. Fruitiness comes out a little bit more, and the pineapple in specific kind of goes away from me. As it goes down into the base notes, guys, that for me, that dry down is where my sillage is way better in the wind, especially this time of year in the spring, and it just blossoms. This thing is beautiful, guys. Of course, women wear it. This is unisex leaning feminine. If you are a feminine man, you know what I always say. You may want to stay away from this. A lot of guys say this is too feminine. They say the rose is too feminine or it's too fruity. To me, it's just right. I can rock this one, and you better come correct. This is not an everyday sprayer, but when you put this on, it is going to be a touch feminine. Fruity, rose, slightly powdery, and it is going to give you a bouquet of roses. And you may ask, where are you wearing this? This is a special occasion fragrance. You're not wearing this to work. You're not wearing this out to play. Definitely not a sporty fragrance. This you're going to wear on a date, but you got to be careful on the sprays because this can get cloying. According to Mark Buxton, it was made to be very long lasting and very sweet. So once again, if that temperature reaches 95 and above, you have to be careful. This is easily a one sprayer, guys. One spray, two sprays. Around this time of year, I rock about 2 to 3 sprays on this one when the temperature is between 70 and 85, and it's perfect. And the season that you're gonna be wearing this one is, once again, it's perfect for me, for Texas, for Houston, and the humidity. It is perfect for springtime. Once it gets to be summer, I'm still gonna be rocking this. I'm just gonna reduce my sprays a little bit. I'm gonna tone it down to one spray when I wanna rock this one. Once again, it's a date night thing, so you don't wanna be annoying and you don't wanna be cloying. You don't wanna overpower anyone. And once again, whenever I have a feminine leaning unisex, this is going to be in the backdrop. You wanna have this as subtle as possible. This is not meant to go fill a room for a man. If you come in smelling like pure Lamar and you're blasting through, you're probably gonna smell very feminine, like you've been hugging on a woman that has had Lamar on. This is not for that occasion. This is not meant, even though it's beast mode, it's not meant to do that. Subtlety in the rose, and as it gives you that pineapple, you want to utilize your sillage, guys. 2-3 sprays, and as you walk by somebody that you might like, walk by them and let them catch your sillage, and that's where this is going to be beautiful, guys. Carry yourself like a man, carry yourself well, and this one will do the job for you. Now let's talk about longevity. This is an absolute monster. It is nuclear. This thing is lasting on my skin 12 plus hours. I have to wash it off. So it hurries up and gets to that bass note though. I am going from top note, mid to bass within the first 30 minutes easily. Top note kind of disappears within the first 15. Well, it's probably normal, but within the first 30 minutes, I'm getting a heavy bass note, and that bass note lasts me through to hour 12, and it would probably stay on there too if I didn't just completely get it off my skin. So completely nuclear performance on this one. So let's talk about projection, guys. This, once again, beast mode, leaps up off the skin like an EDT. This is an EDP concentration, heavy oils. It could pass for an straight to parfum. The only difference is it projects off of my skin like a nuclear bomb. This thing projects off of me for the first 5.5 hours. Projection is crazy. Now that's with 3 sprays. I'm projecting for the first 5.5 hours, guys. 2, 3, maybe 4 feet off. I've had people tell me you smell great. That's a long way. 4 feet is a long way to be projecting on hour 4 and 5. Let's talk about my all-time favorite, which is sillage. Y'all guys know that I am a firm believer that a woman should experience you as you pass by or as she's behind you. That's where fragrances in the air, they just tend to bring on that. Fragrances in the air are my absolute favorite. I much prefer fragrances when someone's kind of moving around or I'm moving around them as opposed to straight up off their skin. Sillage on this thing is a football field. If you got 3 sprays on, you hit 2 pulse points and maybe once in the front of your throat, man, you're gonna have a sillage that's going to be crazy. The sillage is gonna last just as long as the projection, if not longer. I'm getting sillage of at least 5, 6, 7 hours, and this thing is sillaging behind me and hanging in the air like in a straight to parfum. It is heavy, it is strong, but it's subtle at the same time because the rose kind of dangles in the air, but it also has that fruitiness and it has a little bit of powdery mixed in there, guys. I'm telling you, when it hangs in the air like that, you're gonna get a sillage that's gonna last for a little while. And of course, the compliments on this thing are going to be insane. 2, 3 sprays, maybe even 1 spray. If you hit yourself behind the neck, you're going out for a midday lunch date, hit this once behind the neck, man, and maybe once on the wrist. You'll see what happens. So you guys know what I always do. When I review a fragrance or a fragrance layer, I let you guys know, is this a smart reach, something that you can reach for every day and you don't have to think about it? Or is this a special occasion, a weapon? A weapon is something that you're gonna use to get done what you want to get done. And in my opinion, Lamar from Kajal is a weapon. Guys, I love this fragrance. It has quickly risen the ranks for warmer weather fragrances for me. It has garnered me a lot of attention, a ton of compliments. I rock it correctly, had to experiment with it, but now I have my wear of this completely down. And guess what? It's a sexy goddamn beast when it's on me. This is not blind buy. Do not blind buy this thing. It's too strong, it's too specific. Get your nose on it if you can find where it's sold, or get yourself a sample. Get your nose on it. Find someone that has it, spray it on yourself, wear it for a day, see how it fits your personality. Even though it smells beautiful and people may love it, it may not fit your personality and you may absolutely hate wearing it. I love wearing this fragrance. It smells great on me. I've gotten great compliments on this one, and hey man, it just works. So there it is, guys. Have you guys smelled Lamar from Kajal? Let me know. What do you think of the house? What do you think of this fragrance in particular? Chime in. What is your special secret weapon that you guys are wearing right now in the spring going into summer? But either way, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I love all of you guys. And until the next video, keep smelling good.